Baker to Smith along the baseline. Knocked out of her hand. Baseline right. We'll go Carly to trigger it in. Mighty better move. Throws it all the way back to Connor. Over to the left to Smith. In the corner it'll go to Runyon. Runyon back outside to Baker. Here driving and then giving it to Smith. Putting it up, no good, is Coleman. Here Smith gets in front of the passing lane, knocks it down. Coleman picks it up. They give it over to Runyon. Runyon reverses in there, couldn't get around her man, so she'll back it up. Baker to the left-hand side. Somebody go through. Nobody wants to go through. Baker just bring it back out front, right off the bench, ready to come in. Gives it to Connor deep in the left side. Here is a three, no good. Coleman. Here's a run out with number 50, right in front of the basket, puts it up, no good. That was Hale and Smith. Thought it just didn't hit, but one of the Chargerettes had their hands on it. Smith could have got it. She just let it go. She thought it would be their ball. Here comes Mitchell. Up, no good. But on the backside, number 4, Howard rebound. Puts it up good. That's her third foul. Connor back the other way. Carlin, she'll put up a 2. Good. Well, they run it. Her and Wright's on one score this quarter. 48-20. 48-point lead for the Chargerettes. Here's ball she walked, but they're going to bail her out once they Wright pushed her. That's her third. She's the first Chargerette in foul trouble with 3. Baseline left. They get it into Brown. Now back to Ball. Ball looking inside to Mitchell. Coming around as Hale on the center line. Now to Mitchell. She'll put up a 3. In and out, no good. And then there should be a jump ball. What? That was a jump ball. They gave that on Nika. She didn't move. She had all ball. Going to the line will be Brown. Puts it up, good. That was a good block by Nick. You could see it up here. The official just felt sorry. Second one up, good. So Brown has 2. Quickly Jordan in the front. Whips it around Connor to Jordan. Underneath it goes to Coleman. Now Connor with 3, no good. Coming out with it, running is Polk County. Ball. And then, almost safe. Carly just had to throw it back, but it hit the bottom of the rim, or the backboard. Baker returns, Runyon goes. Baseline right. And then Wobbler comes in. Coleman goes out. Ball in to Nikki Ball. Out front to Russell. Mitchell. Mitchell going to drive, forces it up. No good over the back. So she picks up her first. Her first, team second. Right. Trying to direct traffic. She wants Wampler to, I don't know what she wants Wampler to do. Neither does anybody else. It's a give and go. Back to Smith, back to Baker. And here's Connor for a 3. No good. Gets her own rebound. It goes off for a foot.
Wildkittens, number 13.
Turnover. Castile 13 in for the Lady Cats. Nikki Ball. bringing it up court. Wants a screen by Mitchell, can't get it, goes to the left side. Backs it out, gives it to Mitchell, head of the circle. Mitchell wanted to throw up a 3. She's going on Wampler, forces it up, no good. But number 50, Riley Joe Hill puts it up and in good. Connor, give and go to Jordan. Along the baseline, puts it up, no good. Put back up, no good. Here is Baker. He's going to be hammered. Who's going to call it? 44, Charlie Mitchell, her second. Going to the line. Baker. 9 points for her. Puts it up, no good. She's only 3 out of 5 from there. Second one on the way, it doesn't go. Picked up in there by Hale. Given over to Nikki Ball. 21 seconds to go in the third quarter. Ball drives it, hands over to Hale, out of bounds. 13 seconds to go. Right with it. 12 seconds, 11 seconds. 9 seconds. Here is Malia, putting it up, has it blocked out of bounds with 3.6 of a second to go. Got to put this one up fast, girl. Jordan right, baseline right. Back out, put it up, Nika. She does a 3. Third quarter comes down in. They're at the head 61-24.
In 1969, Ken Anderson started Anderson Rugby to serve the people of Etowah quality offices services at a fair price. Today, over 40 years later, that work is still the main goal of the hospital bed, wheelchair, walker, oxygen, other medical or prescription needs. You can trust the Anderson family to be there for your family. Anderson Rugs and Home Health Care Center, 725 Tennessee Avenue, Etowah.
Possession arrow goes to the Chargerettes to begin the fourth quarter.
You can enjoy shows in the historic Gym Theater, visit the historic L&N Depot and Museum, see the gallery at the Etowah Arts Commission, enjoy seasonal events.
He's going to grab all the way, little floater up and in. Good. 12 points for her. 2 Chargerettes in double figures. Baker 1 point away. Here comes ball, throws it up. She's going to be bailed out with a foul. Bailed Runyon. And her second. Becky Ball, who leads the Polk County Lady Cats with 8 points, goes to the line. Puts it up and in good. Kayla Howard coming in for Polk County. And Smith and Knox coming in for the Chargerettes. As Wampler and Coleman go out. Ball. Eyes the second one up. Rattles good. Jordan Coleman down the right-hand side, popping out. Baker to the left side, Runyon. Back over to Baker. Back to Runyon in the corner. Along the baseline, puts up a 2. Good. Getting a little confidence. That's what they need. 57-26. 6:14 to go in the ball game. Chargerettes have controlled this one. Buzzer to buzzer. Here is a 3, no good. Is not given to Runyon. Runyon to Jordan Wright. At top of the circle, she'll put up a 3. No good. Ripping it off is held for Polk County. On him go to Mitchell. She walks. No call. Puts it up. No good. She's going to be fouled in there. Number 12, Kayla Knox. I don't know why they didn't call Ralph on that. Mitchell's got 6 points. She misses her first free throw. Connor comes in. Skelton comes in. Runyon and Baker comes out. Mitchell, second one up, good. It's 1 out of 2. Right. Out front to Connor, head of the circle. She thought about a 3. And now here's Knox. She'll put it up, no good. Baker runs it down. Smith, back to Jordan. And then here's an air ball that rebounded by the Chargerettes. And Connor puts up a 2. First time she scored since the opening tip. She had a 3 that time. Not this time, but in the first quarter. Nikki Ball on right. Then along the baseline, number 4 gives it out to 13. No good. Wright runs it down. Wright with the ball into the corner to Connor. She throws up another 2. She gets another 2. Here comes Nikki Ball. Fakes it, goes in, cut off the right, backs it back out. Heads it over there, Castile. Now the ball. I'm going to slow this thing down. Castile. And then Smith steals it to say she's on the line. Reese Belcher and Marcy Beatty. Ball in to Mitchell. Back to Ball. Here's a 3 by 13. Good. Castile drills it. Castile, excuse me. Connor with the ball. Belcher. Belcher thought about shooting. Now back over to Connor. Connor will throw up a 3. No good. The rebound and underneath and good. Darcy Beatty on the scoreboard. 63 to 30. 33-point spread here. Mitchell driving, puts it up. She's going to be fouled, I believe, by Knox. It is, that's her second. Going to the line is Charlie Mitchell. She got 7 points. Puts this one up, no good. She's having a tough time at the free throw line. She's made 1 of 3, 4, 5. Puts this one up good. 2 of 6. And now Mitchell comes out. Belcher with the ball. Right side. Tries to drive through, dishes it off. Popping back out there is Beatty. Giving over to Connor. Into the corner along the baseline, Beatty. To Connor. Connor wants to drive and does. Puts it up, no good. She'll be bailed out. She'll be a 2-shot foul. 34. Kenzie Parsley, her first. Going to the line, Connor puts it up and in good. First attempt at free throws. This one up, also good. 65-31, 2:58 to go. Nikki Ball back the other way, Belcher on her. Now they go back to Nicky along the baseline. Quickly, Belcher's going to foul her. Not 8. Well, we don't have 7 yet. Baseline right. They give it to Ball, puts it up. She's sandwiched in there. 31. That's Reese again. Ball to the line. She's got 10. Puts it up. Good. She's only missed 1 free throw. 6 out of 7. Good shooting. Isaac puts it up. Good. Go, clock, go. Belcher to Knox in the corner. Good passing to the Chargerettes. 35. That put it up good. For Jimmy Beatty. 4 points for her. That was a good passing. Zip, zip, zip. Then you, yeah, there's a double dribble. Then turnover. 34. Partially. Second one. 21. Constant Osborne in there now. Osborne. Down the right-hand side. As the Chargerettes just whipping it around. Osborne, the left side has it. Back it goes to Knox. Back to Osborne. Out front. And then 35 drive. Lays up left hand too hard. As Beatty. Boy, she made a good move. Just put it up too hard. The $2 bill now. Here, wide open 34. Somebody lost a man on that. Martin up and in good. And she's going to be fouled. 33. Skelton. Partially to the line. Try to make a 3-point play. This is no good. As 35. Beatty pushes them down. Call a foul on number 34. Partially, it's her third. No, we are not in the bonus yet. Polk County with only 6. Knox in the corner to Belcher. Back outside. Osborne. Give and go. Osborne has it. Try to make the move. Try to get it up. And she's among the Jacks in there. Jump ball. Gonna go over to Polk County. We've only committed 1. That's a second turnover for the Chargerettes. That was a double dribble. No call. We're under a minute now. Number 4 puts up a 3. Chargerettes win it 69-37. We're going to go to the commercial break and be back with the stats.
First store is located at 508 Tennessee Avenue in Etowah. When you get a chance, come and shop at United Grocery Outlet, 1625 Decatur Pike in Athens, the Bargain Barn, and United Grocery Outlet. Star Regional Health and Rehabilitation in Etowah, meeting the needs of those with major medical conditions. knee or hip replacement, stroke, and any conditions that require out-of-home therapy and rehabilitative services. You'll receive this through Star Regional Health and Rehabilitation, a first-class facility giving first-class service and first-class treatment to anyone requiring therapeutic and rehabilitative assistance that may not be possible through the in-home support. And these services are available locally, right here in McMinn County. Star Regional Health and Rehabilitation. Their contact number is 423-263-3600. Again, that's 423-263-3600. Star Regional Health and Rehabilitation in Etowah. At Athens Federal Community Bank, your money is invested directly into your community, providing a home loan to support a young couple, helping families keep fresh and local produce on our table, making it possible for your neighbor to realize their dream of becoming a business owner, and donating more than $350,000 annually to local organizations.
After defeating Sequoia 95-86 at home Friday night, Polk County trailed by 10 points entering the fourth quarter, but outscored Sequoia 32-13 in the final quarter for a 9-point win. Chargers entered tonight's game with a 6-1 overall record. They are 1-0 in District 5 AA after coming back from 8 down with less than 3 minutes remaining in the game to defeat Sweetwater 67-66 on the road Friday night. Central trailed 32-30 at halftime and 52-46 after 3 quarters and found themselves down 62-54 with under 3 minutes to play. Bryce Mason scored the final 5 points of the game, and he led the team with 30 points and 4 assists. Jordan Carter joined him in double figures with 19 points. Mac Thacker led the team with 8 points and 5 blocked shots. With 8 rebounds and 5 blocked shots. I caught up with Charger head coach Doug Armstrong to discuss the win over McMinn County and over Sweetwater to review tonight's District 5 AA game with Polk County. Here's our interview. So, set to announce the starting lineups for the Wildcats. Starting at guard, Luke Burrows.
Number 32, Dakota Clark. Number 35,
you have junior Scott Powers, senior Dakota Clark, senior Hunter Huggins, and senior Josh Laughlin. Laughlin had 41 the other night, and Burrows with 25 the other night against Sequoia. And for the Chargers, at guard for the Chargers, senior Jake Allen. At point, senior Bryce Mason. The other guard, senior Jordan Carter. One of the posts, Boomer Blakely, a senior, and the other post, senior Mac Thacker. So it's Burrows, Patterson, Clark, Scott Patterson that is, Dakota Clark, Hunter Huggins, and Josh Laughlin for Polk County. And then for the Chargers, Jake Allen, Bryce Mason, Jordan Carter, Boomer Blakely, and Mac Thacker. And we've got free throws to start the game. I missed the What happened? The Polk County gets to start it with technical free throws. Huggins misses the first. I didn't catch the call on why they're shooting to start the game. So I'm assuming somebody dunked it in warm-ups, and so Polk County gets a free throw, a 1-point start to the game, and the basketball. So Scott Patterson with the basketball in his front court right side. We're going to have a pick from Laughlin. Now feeds it down to the short corner. Burrows turns.
You guys know what happened?
Whistle and a foul.
Huh? Okay, I can't figure it out.
On Jake Allen, his first, team first. Or excuse me, team second because of the technical foul.
Maybe. Okay,
I don't catch who the foul. The technical foul was on. So wanted to find that out. Burrows, three-pointer right side. That ball was blocked by Mason. And Allen comes out there with the basketball for the Chargers. Out front it goes to Mason. To Blakely now, top of the key. Picks up his dribble, passes it back over left side to Allen. Gets a pick from Blakely. Allen at the free throw line. Goes right side to Thacker. Now right wing Allen. Allen pulls up. Baseline jumper. It's no good. Backside rebound pulled down by Clark. And Scott Patterson will walk it up for Polk County. 1-0. Wildcats lead at 7:17 to go in the first. Huggins with it outside. Hands it off to Laughlin between the circles. Long three for Laughlin. Got it. And it's 4-0. Polk County on top with 7:01 to go in the first quarter. Mason. Crossover dribble down the right side of the line. Mason, he's fouled. And we'll go to the line to shoot two. Foul's called on Luke Burrows, his first, team first. And Bryce Mason steps to the line to shoot two. First one's up and no good. Polk County leads at 4-0, 6:56 to go here in the first quarter. Second shot for Mason's on its way, and he hits that one. So 4-1 the score, Polk County on top, 6:52 to go in the first quarter. Scott Patterson with the basketball out front for Polk County. Patterson at the left elbow, kicks it off left corner, Huggins, three-pointer. That one's short, no good. Mac Thacker with a rebound for the Chargers. Mason enters front court right of the circle. Mason hesitates. Then hands it off to Jordan Carter. Carter pulls up, left elbow, feeds it to Mac Thacker. His shot's blocked by Huggins. And Polk County has the basketball in the lead, 4-1, 6:20 to go in the first quarter. Huggins with it out front. Huggins back over to Patterson. Patterson working on Carter. And then traveled with the basketball going down the right side of the lane. So Central has the ball. Trailing 4-1, 6:10 to go in the first quarter. Carter, long three-pointer right side. That one rattles out no good. Mac Thacker with the offensive board, turns, shoots. That shot no good, and Laughlin clears the rebound for Polk County. So Thacker had an offensive rebound, but he missed the putback. So Huggins working on Allen, turns, spins at the right side of the lane. Shot's no good, but Burrows chases down the rebound out front for Polk County. Burrows working on Mason. Over to Patterson. Patterson runner on the right side of the lane. No good. Ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to be off Blakely. As Clark and Blakely battling for the rebound. So Patterson. Out front it goes to Huggins. Huggins back to Patterson. Patterson gets a pick from Laughlin. Back to Laughlin. Long three for Laughlin. That one's off the front of the rim. No good. And Jake Allen comes out with the rebound for the Chargers. Allen in front court with it right side. Allen slices into the paint. Fakes. Shots up. No good. And Thacker chases down the offensive board and hands it off to Carter. Three-pointer Carter. That one doesn't roll in. Tipped out front. Mason with the offensive board. Allen left wing. Left side of the lane. Turnaround jumper. Thacker's good. So Allen with the assist. Thacker with the bucket. Chargers trail up by 1, 4-3, 4:55 to go in the first quarter. Polk County with the basketball. Burrows over to Patterson between the circles. Patterson hands it off to Huggins, deep right wing. And Huggins going to dribble around out front. Now Carter down the left side of the lane, scores with the basketball. Chargers now down by 1, 4:08. Patterson enters front court right side. They lead 6-5. Now Burrows with it, deep right wing. Burrows. Now double teamed. Out front it goes Patterson. Patterson. Short into the corner it goes right into Huggins. Feeds it just outside the lane to Lawson. He backs out. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Allen. Polk County will inbound left sideline front court. 3:49 to go in the first quarter. Polk County up 6-5 with the basketball. Huggins. Out front it goes Patterson. Jenkins checks into the game for Blakely. Ball right side of the lane. Laughlin works down the lane. Shot no good. And ball picked up by Jenkins of the Chargers. Mason with it front court, trailing 6-5. Long three for Mason. Bottom. Chargers lead. 4 for Mason, and Central takes the lead 8-6 with 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Burrows with it front court for Polk County. Burrows gets a pick from Laughlin. Three-pointer Burrows. That one's off the back of the rim. It's no good, but it's battled down out front. Huggins with a rebound. Huggins tries to go baseline around Allen, and Allen fouls him. That's the second foul on Jake Allen, third team foul on the Chargers. They say it's on the floor, and Polk County will inbound from the baseline. So James Thacker checks in for Jake Allen. Lobbed out front, and Burrows chases it down near midcourt. Then loses the basketball in backcourt. Wrestling with it is Jenkins, Burrows, and Mason. Jump ball, and it's Charger basketball. So Central with the ball in the lead, 8-6. 2:59 to go in the first quarter. James Thacker to inbound for the Chargers. Mason now with it, working on Burrows. Kicks it out left wing, open three for Carter. That one's off the back of the rim, it's no good, and Burrows pulls down the rebound for Polk County. Up ahead it goes Patterson, and Patterson enters front court right side. Patterson. Back out front goes to Huggins out near the center circle. Huggins going to set up the offense. 2:39 to go in the first quarter. 8-6 Chargers on top. Huggins spins at the paint, kicks it out right wing. Burrows three-pointer. That one's good. Huggins with the assist. First bucket for Burrows, and Polk County's back on top, 9-8. Thacker for three. Bottom. Mason to Thacker. James Thacker, that is, for three, and Central's back on top, 11-9. 2:14 to go in the first quarter. Now Huggins with it out front between the circles. Over to Burrows, right side. Burrows pulls up, lobs it to Laughlin, right side of the lane. Laughlin turns toward the baseline, shots up off the glass, no good. And Jenkins comes out there with a rebound for the Chargers. Jenkins in front court up ahead, James Thacker. To Mac Thacker underneath, Thacker scores, and he's fouled. James with the assist, Mac with the bucket. Thacker boys connect. Mac with 4, he'll go to the line for 1. Foul was on Patterson of Polk County, his first, team second. And Central up 13-9 with 1:54 to go in the first quarter. Mac Thacker at the free throw line for 1. It's on its way, and it is good. So Mac with 5, and Central now leads it by 5, 14-9. Polk County with the basketball front court. Throws it away. Trenton with a steal. Up ahead to Carter. Carter scores with the basketball. They're up 16-9. In front court, Burrows. Burrows along the baseline. Loses the dribble. Picks it up. Goes to Laughlin left wing for 3. And he drains it. Burrows with the assist. Laughlin with another 3. He has 6. It's 16-12. Chargers on top by 4 with 1:12 to go in the first quarter. 18-footer for Mason is good. Mason got the pick. Out front, drains the jumper. Central's up 6 with 1:02 to go in the first quarter. Patterson between the circles. Left side goes Huggins. Three-pointer Huggins. That one's no good. Trenton with a rebound. Trenton gives it up to Mason. Mason in front court. Hands it. No, he fakes the handoff to Carter. Now out front it goes Carter on the pass. Carter gets a pick from Trenton. Carter, free throw line, 15-footer. It's good for Jordan Carter. 6 for Carter. 20-12. Chargers on top now. 40 seconds to go in the first. Started out a little sluggish. Now it's fast-paced. Laughlin has it tipped away momentarily. Then taps it out to Patterson between the circles. Patterson almost lost the basketball. Now he does. But Laughlin gets the loose ball out front. Three-pointer is no good. Long rebound out front goes to Patterson. Patterson down low to Burrows, missed the layup. And James Thacker pulls down the rebound. So James Thacker with the rebound. And out front, it's Bryce Mason. Mason, right side of the lane, kicks it out Trentham. Trentham 18-footer, that one's no good at the buzzer at the end of one. Chargers 20, Polk County 12 on 99.5 FM. 60 seconds. 60, 1 minute. Welcome back to the Roundhouse. Chargers lead Polk County 20-12. It'll be Wildcat basketball as we begin the second quarter. Burrows with it out front for the Wildcats. Over to Eli Cross on the deep right wing, working on Carter. Cross whistle and a foul on the floor on Jordan Carter. First foul on Carter, fourth team foul. It's a cross into Laughlin. Between the circles goes Patterson. Now Cross with it deep right wing. Cross. Back out front Patterson. Patterson. Cross. Three-pointer. Banks it in. Well, the bank's open. And Cross drains that three-pointer to cut the Charger lead to 20-15 with 7:25 to go in the half. Racing out front. Over to Jenkins. Jenkins, 18-footer. That one no good. Laughlin with the rebound. Gives it up to Patterson. And Patterson enters front court, right side. Loses the basketball out front. And Carter with a steal. Carter spins right side of the lane. Jump shot. Good for Carter. 8 for Carter. Central on top back by 7. 22-15 with 6:57 to go in the first half. Burrows with it right wing. Whistle. Ooh. I don't know what the call was. Going to call offensive foul on Burrows. It's his second. Team third. I didn't see it. Must have been an arm bar that was hidden from us. I didn't see it. Long three-pointer, James Thacker. Bottom! Woo! From downtown. James Thacker drains it. And we have timeout on the floor. We're back in 60 seconds on 99.5 FM. Let's do 60. Welcome back to the Roundhouse. Cross between the circles to Laughlin, back over to Cross, deep right wing. Right corner is Grooms. Grooms kicks it out front, Patterson. Patterson running in the lane. Is blocked and taken out there by Jenkins, who then travels with it. So Patterson out front, it goes to Cross between the circles. 25-15, Chargers lead it. 6:20 to go in the half. Cross drives the lane. Shot up. No good. Rebound Clark. His putback no good. I think it was blocked, and Thacker comes out there with the basketball. In the front court, Carter. Base right side of the lane. Shot no good. Gets his own rebound. Whistle. Foul, and the Chargers going to inbound from the baseline. That foul's on Eli Cross, his first. Team's fourth. 6:07 to go in the half. Out front it is Carter. Deep left wing to Thacker. James Thacker, that is. Now Carter, runner down the right side of the lane is good for Carter. 10 for Jordan Carter. And Central's on top, 27-15 with 5:50 to go in the half. Eli Cross with it, deep right wing, gets a pick from Patterson. Chargers switch, and now James Thacker picks him up. Out front it goes Patterson. Patterson. Floater in the lane for Patterson is good. That's Scott Patterson's first bucket. That cuts the Charger lead back down to 10. Now Bryce Mason enters front court. Jenkins for three. That one's no good. Tipped around, and Patterson comes out there for the rebound for Polk County. Into front court, Cross right side. Cross slices in. Loses his footing. Offensive foul on Cross. No, turnover Cross. He made the motion like he called a foul, but instead it's just a turnover. So Cross loses it out of bounds over to the Chargers, and Central has the ball in a 10-point lead with 5:17 to go in the half. So Bryce Mason enters through the center circle. Passes over right side to Carter. Carter at the free throw line. Fake. Kick out. James Thacker. Open three. That one rattles out no good, and Laughlin pulls down the rebound. Cross into front court to Patterson. Patterson's going to set the offense up. Now passes it over right wing to Huggins. Huggins, ball fake. Floater along the baseline. No good. Rebound James Thacker. James Thacker wraps it up, and into front court it goes to Blakely. Blakely on the right side. Blakely, pull up, 12-footer. That one's off the front of the rim, no good. And Laughlin with the rebound for Polk County. Cross pushes it into front court, left side for the Wildcats. Out front it goes to Laughlin. Laughlin skips it across the other side to Patterson. Patterson steps back three. That one no good, and Mac Thacker with a rebound for the Chargers. Into front court quickly to Carter. Carter goes baseline. Rattles out, no good. Mac Thacker with a rebound. Puts it back up, no good, but he's fouled. He will go to the line to shoot two. Foul was on Dakota Clark, his first, team fifth. And Mac Thacker at the line, shooting two. Free throw is up and good. Thacker now 2 of 2 from the line, as he had a three-point play earlier, and Chargers now lead at 28-17 with 4:19 to go in the half. Second shot for Mac Thacker is good. So 7 for Mac. Central now leads it by 12, and Luke Burrows will return to the ball game, and Laughlin going to get a breather as he casually strolls to the bench. Cross into front court goes to Burrows on the right wing. Burrows working on Mason, picks up his dribble, kicks it back out front to Cross, and Cross is going to back it out front and reset the offense. Cross working on Jordan Carter. Has a double screen. Chargers switch off of it, and Allen has Cross, and an offensive foul down low on Huggins. That'll turn it over. Fighting with Mason in the paint. They call the foul on Huggins. Not fighting, but wrestling for position with Mason in the paint. Huggins whistled for the foul, and the Chargers have the basketball. So Mason will bring it up for Central. 3:55 to go in the half. 29-17, Chargers on top. Allen with it, deep left wing. To Carter out front. Carter hits the backboard cut to Mason. Mason goes in. Shot blocked by Patterson. Gets his own basketball. Misses the putback, but he's fouled, and will go to the line to shoot two. So blocked shot by Patterson. Mason picks up the loose basketball, then is fouled and goes to the line. Second foul on Patterson. 17th foul on Polk County. And now Mason at the line shooting two. He's 1 of 2 from the line tonight. 6 points for Bryce in the first half. Free throw on its way and good. Bryce with 30 the other night at Polk at the Sweetwater. Scored the last 5 points of the game. Bryce hits them both. 3 of 4 from the line for Bryce. He has 8 points. And Central's lead back out at 14, 31-17 with 3:40 to go in the half. Clark's going to check out. Laughlin back in for Polk County. And Cross enters front court right of the circle. Over to Patterson, left side. Patterson drives left side of the lane. Floater is up, and it's no good. He battles for the rebound, and Mac Thacker's going to come out there with it. Mac Thacker with the rebound. Gives it off to Mason. Mason dribbles, tries to dribble between 2 double teams, turns it over. Burrows up ahead to Cross. Cross stops. Pops! Foul over the line. So Burrows with a steal. Cross with a bucket. He's fouled by Mac Thacker. He'll go to the line for 1. 5th foul on the Chargers. So Cross with 5 points in the first half at the line for 1. So the official talking to Cross about something. I'm not sure what it is. So now Cross's free throw is up. No good. Tipped around. Burrows keeps it alive. Burrows unable to save it. It's going to be Charger basketball. 3:11 to go in the half. Central's up 12, 31-19. Allen, left wing. Allen into the paint. Floater for Allen is up. Off the glass, no good. Thacker with a rebound. Thacker's shot is up and good. 9 first half points for Mac Thacker. Central's on up top 33-19. Quickly the other way. Cross goes to the rim. He's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on Mac Thacker. His second, team 6th. Cross fast. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. 33-19 the score. Chargers on top. Eli Cross of Polk County at the line shooting 2 with 2:53 to go in the half and hits that one. 6 for Cross. Second shot Cross is good. Cross now 2 for 3 from the line. Chargers lead is 12. Cross has 7. Carter with it front court for the Chargers. And back out front to Allen. Allen. There's the left side of the lane and scores. It's the Red Sea Port and first bucket for Allen. And Central's on top 35-21 with 2:38 to go in the half. Cross quickly in the front court for the Wildcats. Hands it off to Patterson. Patterson's going to run the offense from between the circles. Patterson fakes it to the right wing handoff. Now floater in the paint. Over through Laughlin. He sails out of bounds. We charge a basketball. Clark's going to check in for Patterson. So Mason working on Cross in backcourt. Now Cross going to give him some room. But Mason now in front court. Mason drives down the right side of the lane and scores! 10 for Mason. 37-21 Chargers on top. Cross. Left wing Clark. Ball fake. Goes baseline. Misses the shot, but he's fouled by Allen. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. 7th team foul on the Chargers. 3rd foul on Jake Allen. He's probably done for the half. But Clark, with 2 rebounds, hasn't scored until now. He gets the free throw. That cuts the Charger lead to 15 at 37-22. Second shot for Clark is good. 37-23, Chargers on top, 2:02 to go in the half. Bryce Mason enters front court, left side for Central. Over it goes to Blakely, now right wing to Carter. Carter dribbles up to the baseline. Out front it goes Blakely, feed it to the post. There's Carter. Carter with a 3. Hits the deck, ball knocked around and Huggins comes out with the rebound for Polk County. To Cross in backcourt. Cross into front court goes to Huggins. Huggins to Burrows for 3. That one is no good. Huggins with the rebound. Shot blocked by Thacker. Laughlin comes out there with the basketball. Now Cross has it out front. Long 3-pointer for Clark. 5 for Clark. And that cuts the Charger lead back down to 11 at 37-26 with 1:10 to go in the half. Carter open from 3. Doesn't take it. Dribbles in. Over it goes James Thacker, right wing. Back out front, Carter, open for 3. Bottom. James Thacker with the assist. Jordan Carter with the 3, he has 13. And Central's back on top by 14 with 55 seconds to go in the half. Eli Cross with the basketball, right side front court for Polk County. Cross. to Clark. The Burrows baseline, turnaround shot for Burrows is good. 5 for Burrows in the first half. In front court, Mason with the basketball. Mason kicks it out right side, Carter. Carter working on Clark. Feeds it to Mac Thacker, whose 12-footer's good. Carter with the assist. Mac Thacker with 11. Central back on top by 14 with 20 seconds to go in the half. It's a cross. Working on Carter. Over it goes Burrows, left side. Burrows. Three-pointer for Burrows. Bottom. 8 for Burrows. Quickly ahead, Carter, baseline is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. And a whistle. Another whistle, maybe. Foul was on Clark, his second. And a technical foul on Laughlin. So that's 2 team fouls on Polk County, puts them up to 9. And then we have another. So Laughlin whistled for the technical. Carter will have 2, and then he'll have technical free throws in the basketball with 3 seconds left on the clock for the half. Carter hits 1. That's 14 for Carter. Hits them both. 15 for Carter. And he's going to stay there and hit the technical free throws. So Chargers up 13 with 3.3 seconds. Now here's the technical free throws. And Chargers will get the basketball as well. And they have time to get a shot off with 3 seconds on the clock. And he hits that one. So this spreads Chargers lead out to 14. I didn't see the technical. I don't know what it was. Taunting or whatever was going on. I missed it. I looked away. I'm assuming, well, I should assume. So 4 for 4 from the line, because it makes a you-know-what out of you and me. So 46-31 Chargers on top with 3.3 seconds to go in the half. That was a bizarre turn of events. So Central gets the basketball with 3 seconds. Or at least they get to inbound the basketball. And Mason with it. Over it goes to Thacker at the buzzer. He didn't get it off. It didn't go in anyway. So at the half, Chargers 46, Polk County 31 on 99.5 FM. All right, Dan, 60 seconds, then run the interview. I'm going to run and take a break, so I'll cue you when I'm back.
15 stop the fans over there.
How did they start?
We don't know. We think.
So they're going to get Mac Thacker out. Trenum's coming in. And we have a whistle. Technical foul on 45. Laughlin picked up another technical. That's his second technical. That's 2 technicals. That's 2 technicals on Laughlin. He's disqualified. He's got to go. I think he has to leave the bench. I'm waiting to see. I'm not sure of that. That's a lot of weirdness here tonight. Here we have a whistle, and there's a discussion about the rule enforcement here. And now there's a total discussion. You lose the free throw with the technical foul, I think. No, they're going to let him shoot one. So Pale is shooting the free throw and makes it. Polk County's money from the free throw line, I'll tell you. And so now they're going to go down to, and they're going to shoot, I think, 4 free throws. I think there was 2 technicals called. I think the Coach Tucker got one as well. So Laughlin got his second technical, and it's got to be something they're saying, because I'm not seeing any kind of physical reason to get a technical, so it's got to be something he's saying. So Mason hits the first one, he has 11. Hits the second one, he has 12. Hits the third one, he has 13. I can keep on counting, baby. And he hits the fourth one for 14. I called that one before it went through. That's a prophecy right there for you. The free throw prophet. And so now the Chargers lead it 52-34 with 7:27 to go in the third. It's going to be a hornet's nest when we go down to Benton after this. Mason kicks it out to Carter. Three-pointer Carter. Bam! Mason to Carter. Carter has 20, and Central's on top 55-34. So Patterson, little floater down the left side of the lane is no good. Trentham clears the board. So Cleaner clears it out, gives it up to Carter. Long pass in the front court to Mason. Ball fake. Gives it a give and go to Blakely and to Mason. There's a whistle and a foul. Foul's on Burrows. That's his third. Third team foul on Polk County. That's the fourth foul because of the technical. I didn't mark the technical down. So Burrows has 3, and we have timeout on the floor. We'll be back in 60 seconds on 99.5 FM. But not got deathly quiet. His face lost all expression. It must have been something they said because we're talking about it now. The officials. Because he didn't do anything physically, though. I saw that was something he said. He talks sometimes. Yeah, I'm sure it's something I can't say. Chargers have the basketball coming out of this timeout. Long three-pointer from Mason. That one no good. Trentham keeps it alive. Carter gets the ball out front. Back over to Mason right side. Mason slices in. Kicks it into the paint to Blakely. Shot blocked. Gets a loose basketball. Feeds it back to Jenkins. And now left wing open 3 for Mason is no good. But Carter gets the offensive board. Throws it out front. And Burrows comes out there with the basketball. Carter turns it over. In front court, Patterson with the basketball. Polk County. His runner down the left side of the lane is no good. And a whistle and a foul on the rebound as Pale is going to be fouled by Bryce Mason. First foul on Mason, second team foul on the Chargers. So Burrows is playing with 3 fouls for Polk County. Central on top by 21, 6:15 to go in the third quarter. Long 3 for Burrows, that one's no good. Oh no, Blakely with the rebound, and Burrows going to be called for the reach in. That's 4 on Burrows, I believe. 4th foul on Burrows. 5th team foul on Polk County. They're going to leave Luke in there. So Mason in front court with the basketball. Carter out front, stops, back over to Mason. Mason working on Burrows. He's got to be careful. He has 4 fouls. Whistle and a foul on the shot. Foul's on Pell, I believe. His first, team 6th. So Mason will go to the line to shoot 2. Free throw on its way is good. 15 for Mason. Second shot for Mason is no good. And Jenkins with a rebound, and Jenkins is fouled by Patterson. Third foul on Patterson, 7th team foul, and 2 minutes, 4 seconds in the second half, and the Chargers are shooting the bonus. So Jenkins at the line for 1 and 1. Free throw on its way is good. Second free throw, good. So Jenkins hits them both. He has 4 here in the second half, and Central's on top 58-34 with 5:54 to go in the third quarter. Patterson, whistle, foul outside on the right wing. It's going to be on Jordan Carter. That's his second. Team's third foul of the half. Now Polk County out front, almost stolen by Mason, saves it inbounds. Pale to Patterson, out front it goes Huggins. Huggins with the ball fake, over to Burrows. Burrows spins, left side lane, shot is up and good for Luke Burrows. 10 for Luke. 58-36, Chargers on top, 5:33 to go in the third. Blakely, left corner it goes to Jenkins. Jenkins goes baseline, and he's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on number 35, Hunter Huggins. That's his second, team's 8th. So Devin Jenkins with 4 points goes to the line. They're all here in the second half. Goes to the line for 2 more and hits the first one. 59-36, Chargers on top. 5:27 to go in the third quarter. Second one for Jenkins is no good. And Patterson pulls down the rebound for Polk County. Patterson has it stolen by Mason. To Carter. And it's good. Mason with a steal on the assist. Carter with a bucket. He has 22. And Central's on top. And a whistle and a foul out front by Carter. That's his third. Team's 4th. So Patterson now with the inbound pass. Patterson left elbow. Feeds it into the paint to Clark. He's whistled a foul on the floor on Blakely. We're going to be here all night with these fouls. 5th team foul. First team foul on Boomer Blakely. Now Patterson going to inbound from the baseline. Patterson. Baseball pass out front to Clark. Now Burrows with it near the center circle. Burrows playing with 4 fouls. Over it goes to Patterson. Patterson drives right side of the lane. His runner is up and good. That's 4 for Patterson. Chargers lead it by 23 with 4:50 to go in the third. Mason. Tip from behind by Patterson. That's his 4th. So Patterson and Burrows playing with 4. 9th team foul. And that's going to get Cross and Grooms into the game. Burrows and Patterson will go to the sideline for Polk County. The Central's on top here, 61-38 with 4:47 to go in the third quarter. Mason at the line for 1 and 1, hits the free throw. 16 for Mason. He's 9 of 11 from the line. 10 of 12, 17 points for Bryce Mason. The score is 63-38 Chargers with 4:44 to go in the third quarter. This Polk County team can score points in bunches. So Huggins works his way into the paint, whistle, a foul on the floor. It's on Blakely, his second, team 6th. The cross, inbound pass to the cutting Huggins on the left block, scores and he's fouled. So Cross gets the assist, Huggins with the bucket. His 5th point. Fouls on Devin Jenkins, his first, team 7th. So now Huggins at the line for 1, he's 1 of 2, make that now 2 of 3. 6 points for Huggins. And the Charger lead now at 22 at 63-41. Quick pass in front court to Carter. Carter runs in from the left, right wing, misses the shot, and Cross comes out there with a rebound for Polk County. Spots up for a long 3 and drains it. 10 for Cross. And that Charger lead cut to 19. Mason working on Grooms. Enters front court. Here comes the double team from Cross. Now they swing it left side. Carter wide open from 3. Bottom. Jenkins to Carter for 3. Carter with 25. And Central back out in front by 22, 66-44 with 3:55 to go in the third quarter. McFadden going to enter the game. First time in the second half. Grooms goes baseline. Whistle and a foul. Blocking foul by Blakely, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Third foul on Blakely, 8th foul of the half against the Chargers. So in the first 4 minutes and 11 seconds, 17 fouls have been called. Grooms at the line. Free throw up and good. His first point of the night for Josh Grooms. Second shot for Josh Grooms. So Allen and Mac Thacker enter. Trenholm and Blakely go to the sideline. Free throw for Grooms is no good, and Jordan Carter with the rebound for the Chargers. 66-45, Central on top. 3:43 to go in the third quarter. Allen goes baseline. Floater is no good. Rims out, and Grooms with the rebound out front for Polk County. And he whistle and a blocking foul on Mason. His second, team's 9th. So Grooms can walk most of the length of the court. Delay a game on Grooms. So delay a game called on Grooms. 1-1. 1-1 for Grooms. First free throw on its way is good for Grooms. So now Grooms 2 of 3. Charger lead cut back down to 20. Second free throw for Grooms is no good, and Carter with a rebound for the Chargers. Carter going to be trapped. He gives it up to Mason in backcourt, and Mason races into the front court. Mason in the lane. Hesitates. Now floater is up. No good. He's fouled. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on Josh Grooms, his first, team's 10th. So now Chargers will be in double bonus, and so will Polk County after the next Charger foul. So Mason with 17 points at the line shooting 2. Most of his points tonight from the free throw line. That one's good. 18 for Bryce. Second shot is up and good. 68-46. 12 from the free throw line for Bryce. He's missed 2. 12 of 14 from the line for Bryce tonight. There goes Huggins driving the lane. He's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Jenkins' second foul, 10th team foul on the Chargers. So 20 fouls have been called in the first 4 minutes and 43 seconds of the second half. 20 total fouls. I won't keep adding them up. It only goes to 10 on the scoreboard, but I can go to as far as I want to. So Huggins hits the free throw. He has 7. That cuts the Charger lead to 21. Second one is good. So Huggins 3 for 3 in the second half from the free throw line. He has 8 points. In front court now for the Chargers, Carter. Jenkins, three-pointer left side, bottom. Carter to Jenkins for 3. 8 for Jenkins, and Central's on top now 71-47. Under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Cross with it left side. Cross not going to hand it off to Huggins. So Cross working off a pick from Huggins. Mason fights over the top of that screen. And now out front, long three-pointer for Clark. It's nothing but the backboard, but post put back is no good, and then coming out there the basketball is Allen. In front court, Mason. Over to Carter, open 3. No, he feeds it down low to Thacker. Thacker fakes, shoots, scores, and he's fouled. So Carter with the assist. Thacker with the bucket, he has 13. Fouls on Clark, his 3rd. And that's the 21st foul of the second half. Thacker, now they're going to wipe off the free throw as if it didn't happen. Lane violation on Thacker. So it's 74-47. Chargers on top here with 2:25 to go in the third quarter. So Cross with the basketball out front. Feeds it over to Grooms. Grooms fighting his way in from the right wing, kicks it back out front to Cross. Cross. Long 3 for Cross. Bottom. Polk County got some range, I'm telling you. That one was from way downtown. The right wing to Carter. Carter. To Mason, swings it left, Allen for 3. That one no good. Clark with a rebound. 1:52 to go in the third quarter. Chargers up 74-51. Clark with it, right wing. Back out front it goes to Huggins. Huggins. Working on Carter. Huggins going to try to body him up in the lane. Runner in the lane for Huggins is no good. Mac Thacker clears the rebound. I believe that's 9 boards for Thacker. Bounce pass up ahead, the left block to Allen. Skips it across to Jenkins. Open 3 right side. Bottom. Allen to Jenkins for 3. 11 for Jenkins. 77-51. Chargers on top now. 1:15 to go in the third. Grooms working on Carter. Spins. Down the lane. Grooms scores with the basketball. Ball for Josh Grooms. Now Mason with it front court. Mason. Feeds it off to Thacker, who scores. Mason with the assist. Thacker with the bucket. He has 15. It's 79-53 Chargers with 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Now Cross between the circles. Cross gets a pick from Pell. Kicks it back to Grooms. Grooms working on Mason. Goes behind the back of the free throw line. Works down the right side of the lane. Reverses. Shot up, no good. And then Allen with the rebound has it knocked out of bounds. So Allen pulls down the board and then Cross knocks it away. Chargers will retain possession. James Thacker checks in for Carter. Mason inbounds to Jenkins, and Jenkins will enter front court right side. Jenkins now down the lane. Jenkins reverse layup. No good. Thacker's tip, no good. Ball loose. James Thacker with a rebound. Kicks it out front to Allen. Open 3 from the left corner for Jenkins. Allen to Jenkins for 3. What a pass. 14 for Jenkins. 82-53. 3-pointer Polk County from Cross, no good. And then it's out of bounds. There's no whistle and a foul on the Chargers. Jenkins with 14 points in the third quarter. 14 third quarter points for Jenkins. So Clark's going to go line to shoot too. Mason caught on the foul on the rebound, his third. The 11th team foul on the Chargers. I'm going above 10. I'm going to just keep the count. So Clark hits the free throw. He has 6. Misses the second, but rebounding it is Pale. His shot's blocked by Thacker. Kicked out Grooms for 3. He misses 3 at the buzzer. So Grooms with the buzzer beater at the end of the third. 82-57 at the end of 3 on 99.5 FM. Grooms has 7 in the second half for Polk County. Yeah, they don't play much defense. Polk County don't. Maybe the Central, but tonight they are a little bit. Oh, actually 57 through 3 is not good. That's 76 for the game. I like this. We used to have this all the time when I was in school, and they were loud. I'm talking loud. That's the whole section. It echoed in here. Well, they changed the score to 81. The score was changed to 81-57. I don't know what the change was. Down low, they get it to Clark. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. So Central score was changed to 81. 4th foul on Mac Thacker. 12th team foul on the Chargers. So Clark at the line shooting 2. He's 1 of 2 in this half. 6 points. Misses the first one. No, he hit it. Never mind. I looked down, and the way it bounced down after going through, I thought he'd missed it. He misses the second one. And so it's 81-58 Chargers. For some reason, they took a point off the board for Central at the end of the third quarter. James Thacker for 3. Bottom! Mason to James Thacker for 3. 9 for James Thacker. Central has 84 points with 7:36 to go in the ball game. So Clark steps back. 3-pointer for Clark. Bottom. 9 for Clark. Raining threes here in Inglewood tonight. 84-61 the score, 7:20 to go. Mason, a little runner on the right side of the lane is no good. Clark pulls down the rebound. For Polk County, into front court to Cross. Cross spots up for a long three. That one's an air ball, I believe. It is. Air ball, be Charger basketball. 7:03 to go. 24 fouls called here in the second half. 13 on Central, 11 on Polk. And Clark will go to the line to shoot 2. Dakota with 9 points in the game. He is 4 of 6 from the free throw line so far. First one's on its way and good. 10 points for Clark. Second shot for Clark on its way is no good. Burrows with the rebound, kicks it out front. Clark for 3. That one's no good. Cross with the rebound. He's going to reset things, skips it over to Patterson. Patterson. Josh Grooms. Grooms with the ball fake. Kicks it off, open Burrows for 3. Bottom. 13 for Burrows. 86-65 the score. Chargers up 21. 5:40 to go. So Mason going to dribble some clock out near midcourt. Mason. Working on Cross. Mason. Going to work the lane. Give it up to Trentham. Trentham reverse layup. Good. Mason with the assist. Trentham with his first bucket of the night. Chargers are up 88-65. Patterson between the circles. Patterson spins in the paint. Patterson left. Shot up, no good. He's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. It's like calling an NBA game with all the whistles. Second foul on Trentham. 14th team foul on the Chargers. That's going to send Scott Patterson to the free throw line for 2. His first trip to the line tonight. Scott with 4 points for Polk County. Well, now earlier today I was given a report that Tucker would possibly be the head coach for the Vols. Now I don't know who Vol Herald is or how reputed Vol Herald is on Twitter, but he's saying Jeremy Pruitt is head coach and T. Martin is offensive coordinator is gaining momentum. We'll see. I think a lot of people are pulling a lot of news out of you know where. They're assuming. They're pulling a lot of news out of the first 3 letters of assume, would be my guess. So Patterson at the free throw line for the second of 2.
You're killing me over there.
So Patterson, 88-65 the score. Josh Boggus of J. Boggs Multimedia. Hey, if you need some videos for your weddings, see J. Boggs. Actually, I guess he didn't take his phone. So be sure to hit up J. Boggs Multimedia on Facebook for all your wedding photography and video needs. That's J. Boggs Multimedia. Hey, a free plug. 88-66 the score as Patterson hit the second of 2 free throws. 5:01 to go in the ball game.
It's like 10 seconds behind, so I was here like 10 seconds later.
So Mason enters front court. Mason, right elbow. Mason spins in the paint. Shot up, no good. And Clark pulls down the rebound for Polk County. Into front court, Patterson. Patterson, little run in the lane. It's good, and he's fouled. 7 for Patterson. Fouls on Allen. That's his 4th. 15th team foul on the Chargers.
And for the Chargers, for 15, Jordan Carter. Patterson at the line for.
He hits the 1. He has 8. And 4:37 to go in the game. 88-69 the score. And then Jenkins almost threw it away. But he gets it back to loose basketball. Feeds it into Trentham. He kicks it out front. Chargers going to run some clock. Up 19 with 4:25 to go in the game. So Mason hands it off to Carter. Carter working on Burrows. Now James Thacker out front. James hands it off to Mason. Mason out near midcourt. Mason working on Cross. And whistle and a foul. No, they called a 5 count. So turnover on Mason on the 5 count. with 4:10 to go in the ball game. Polk County's cut it to 19. This game's not over by any stretch. Patterson with it deep right side. Long three for Patterson. That one's an air ball, goes out of bounds. Well, that'll be my choice of the guys on the floor to be shooting the threes. I believe I would let Cross or Grooms or Burrows or Clark, because they've drained them tonight. Then he's thinking, hey, I want to get in the act. So Carter in front court with the basketball over to James Thacker. 3:50 and counting left in the game. Chargers are up 19, 88-69. James Thacker, you're going to give the basketball up, James. Over to Mason. Mason, diagonal pass over to Jenkins. Three-pointer. Bottom! 17 second half points for Devin Jenkins. 91-69, Chargers on top. Down low to Patterson. To Grooms, and Grooms is tripped. He'll go to the line to shoot two. And double bonus has been upon us. Third foul on Devin Jenkins, the 16th foul on the Chargers in the second half. 27 fouls have been called in the second half. 16 against Central, 11 against Polk. And then Grooms misses that free throw. He has 7 points. Missed them both, actually, but Burrows has the rebound. His putback is no good. Mason pulls down the rebound. Three-pointer Carter right side. That one rattles out no good. Clark with the rebound. He'll lead Polk County in rebounding tonight. Into front court, Patterson for Polk County. Patterson in the paint. Kicks it out front, Clark. 25-footer. Off the front of the rim, it's no good. Burrows with the rebound, and he puts it back in. 15 for Burrows. And right now, he's leading Polk County in scoring. 91-71 to score. Chargers on top. Carter going to go baseline. Whistle, foul. He'll go to the line to shoot two. And a technical on Patterson. As Patterson went up behind him and bumped him. He'd already fouled out of the game. So he went up and made contact against Carter. I'm going to tell you, the trip to Minton is going to be exciting. So Carter at the line to shoot two. And I'm guessing he'll shoot the technical free throws. I don't know.
Horrible influence on those kids.
Carter's free throw is up and good. 26 for Jordan. Bryce has 18. Devin Jenkins has 7. Hits the first two. He has 27. He's also going to shoot the two-shot technical. And his 8th free throw of the night, 8 for 8 from the line for Bryce. Wesley hit me on the elbow, and I knew he was going to tell me. 95-71. I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to jinx him. What did I say? Bryce Carter? I say Jordan Carter at the line. He hit all 4 free throws. He has 29 points for Jordan. I said 18 for Bryce, and I probably got lost track. So Bryce has 18, Jordan has 29. Cross with the rebound for Polk County on the missed three-pointer. And in front court, Cross with the basketball. 2:25 to go in the game. 95-71 Chargers on top. Huggins drives left side of the lane. He's fouled. Fourth foul on Carter, 17th team foul of the half against Chargers. Now 30 fouls have been called in the second half of this game. 17 against Central and 13 against Polk. So now Huggins at the line for two. So he hits the first one. 9 for Huggins. Second for Huggins on its way. That one is no good. And Carter with the rebound. So Carter with another board. Up ahead to Mason, who scores. Carter with a rebound and assist. Mason now has 20. 97-72 the score. Dalton Davis set to come in. Next dead ball. Watt Hawley going to go in. Next dead ball. If there is a dead ball. As Cross is out dribbling near midcourt. They're going to try, I guess, to keep it under 100. I don't know. Cross is going to go out there and dribble.
That's just sad.
1:40 to go in the ball game. So 97-72 may be your final score. With 1:25 to go in the game. And that's what's going to happen now to 1:15. I could run through the scoring, I guess, for Polk County. 7 for Grooms, 13 for Cross, 15 for Luke Burrows, 8 for Patterson, 10 for Dakota Clark, 9 for Hunter Huggins, and 8 for Josh Laughlin, who received 2 technical fouls and left the game. So now Cross at the free throw line. He's going to back it back out. And of course now Polk County pulls out a football stat, which matters nothing to do with basketball from the steering section. A loose ball out front. Now Huggins has it with 30 seconds left. And they're telling everybody to get back underneath the basket. And Armstrong's trying to get Carter out there for making body contact and getting thrown out. And they're going to dribble out the clock, and the Chargers are going to win it 97-72 here in Inglewood. Final score 97-72. We'll take a break and have your final stats. This is Charger basketball on 99.5 FM, streaming at 99.5 WYGL.com. Hey, I didn't know you with the mustache. Yeah, you didn't have that back there in baseball a few years ago, did you? 5 years ago? I don't think you did. I was on a record, I looked at it. See ya. Y'all be good.
Care for patients with heart attack symptoms. If an emergency strikes, say, take me to Star Regional Medical Center. Visit starregional.com to check your